Hello everyone, you're watching SM24.com and today we will be taking apart Samsung Galaxy S24 Plus. First things first, as usual we need to remove the SIM card tray. Take it out and set it aside. Next we need to heat the surface of the backcover to about 70 degrees Celsius or around 160 degrees Fahrenheit. We are using a heated mat for this, but a regular hair dryer will also work. After about 10 minutes, we move on to separating the back cover. We use a thin plastic film inserted into the gap between the back cover and the mid frame or display frame and carefully run it along the edge to cut through the adhesive. As always, be extra careful around the cameras so you don't accidentally touch or damage the lenses, and of course to keep dust off them. So we carefully work our way around the edge, cutting the adhesive. There is no need to rush, no need to bend the cover, and don't push the tool in too deep. You don't know what is underneath the back cover and could easily damage something. On Apple devices, for example, the film is usually inserted only a couple of millimeters deep. At some point we will be able to gently lift the cover. Carefully wiggle it, check where it is still holding, lift it up and make sure there are no components attached to it. Then set the cover aside. Next, it is a good idea to protect the camera lenses. We use a special film for this. Please note that the film should be applied on the rim, not directly on the top of lenses. We can also peel off the wireless charging coil to see what is underneath, disconnect its connector from the motherboard, and then move on to removing the screws. We unscrew them using a 1.5mm Phillips screwdriver or Phillips #30. And we disconnect the NFC and wireless charging module and set it aside. Then, using a non-metallic tool, disconnect the battery connector. And now we move to the bottom section. Here we also need to remove screws, again using a Phillips #30 screwdriver. It is best to place the screws on a dedicated surface in an organized way, separate from the previous ones, since screws may not fit properly if mixed up. Next, remove the speaker module. It comes off very easily. The arrow indicates the direction in which it should be removed. After that, disconnect the connectors on the subboard, and then disconnect the connectors on the main board and remove the interconnect flex cables. By the way, the flex cables have arrows indicating the direction toward the main board. It is important so you don't mix up their orientation during reassembly. And now we go back to the subboard. We need to remove the 3 screws holding it in place. Same screwdriver, and although the screws look identical, it is still better to keep them separate just in case. Once the screws are out, nothing is holding the subboard anymore. Carefully lift and remove it. The subboard contains the charging port, microphone and the SIM card connector on the reverse side. Now for our usual quick microphone opening test. The microphone opening is located in the display frame and has an L shape. There is a protective membrane on the opposite side and another one on the subboard. The microphone itself is located on the back side of the subboard, so inserting something into the microphone hole won't damage the microphone. Now we move on to the motherboard. We continue removing screws on the motherboard, specifically the ones holding the speaker cover. Carefully remove them and keep them separate. Next, disconnect the connector for the small antenna board and remove the speaker cover assembly. Set it aside, then disconnect the front camera connector. The front camera is firmly glued in place and we were asked not to remove it. Now we need to remove the screws holding the motherboard and cameras. It is best to do this last so the cameras don't move around during disassembly. At this point we can remove the motherboard. Carefully pry it up from the edge, lift it out together with the cameras and flip it over. Now we can disconnect the rear cameras. Everything comes off fairly easily, but still take your time to avoid damaging anything. In situations like this, the plastic film really helps. We remove the cameras and set them aside. As for the top microphone opening, it is exactly the same setup, an L-shaped channel, a protective membrane on the opposite side, and the microphone itself located on the back side of the motherboard. Again, inserting anything into the hole won't damage the microphone. Finally, we move on to removing the battery. As usual for this type of battery, we peel back the transparent cover and pull on the blue tab in the center. Unfortunately, with this type of battery, removal isn't always easy. Over time, the adhesive can bond tightly to the battery, making it very difficult to remove. So we need to find the spot where the battery is most firmly stuck, gently lift it at that point, and after that it should come off much more easily. It is best not to use metal tool to avoid damaging the battery shell. Use a thin non-metal tool to carefully lift the battery from one edge. We tried different tools to slightly lift the battery, no force needed. We have found the spot where it was stuck. Carefully lift it and we hear it, a characteristic cracking sound, which means the battery has been successfully detached. And that is it, the assembly is complete. Thank you for watching and we will see you in our next videos, either on our Telegram channel or on our website.